our default reaction in life is not to find happiness. Our default reaction in life is not to find meaning. Our default reaction in life is inertia. We tend to do what we've been doing, go where we've been going, say what we've been saying. And my book, What Got You Here Won't Get You There, that's the premise of the book. You know, if you want to change, you can't just keep doing what you've been doing and expect to get different outcomes. You have to say, how can I change? And we fall into a trap that I call the superstition trap. I behave this way, I am successful, therefore I must be successful because I behave this way. No, everyone I coach is ridiculously successful. They all behave the way they behave, and they're all successful because they do many things right, and in spite of doing some things that don't make any sense. And if we can't challenge ourselves, inertia just kicks in, and we just keep doing what we've been doing.
Mm-hmm. You bring up things like avoidance and actually the wheel of change I thought was one of the most memorable things. Would you mind just kind of giving an explanation of the wheel of change, and maybe we can talk through different parts of it?
If you look at the concept of change, we can look at the two dimensions, positive and negative, and then the other was change or keep. And then we form 4 quadrants in the wheel of change, and the first quadrant is called positive change, creating. And if you think about your life, it's very important to say, all right, who do I want to become in the future? And what is the positive change in my life that I do want to create? Positive change. And we don't think about that enough. Most of us spend more time planning our vacation than we do planning our lives. The second quadrant is called positive keep, preserving. And it's very important as we look at the new me that I want to become, what is it about the old me that I want to preserve or keep? Perhaps relationships or good habits, or what is it that you don't want to change? What is it you want to preserve or keep? And, you know, I have a home in New York, and I see in New York many people get so busy creating, in this case particularly wealth, they forget about preserving things like their health, their family, and sometimes what we need to preserve is more important than what we want to create. So both are important. Then the third part of the wheel of change is called negative change, and that's eliminating. Hey, what do you want to get rid of? And it's very important because if we keep trying to create or preserve and we never eliminate, we run out of space. And then we're back into that problem I discussed, constant overcommitment. So we need to consistently say, if I'm going to be something different, not just what am I going to put on the plate, what am I going to take off the plate? And then the final part is negative keep, which most people have trouble understanding. Why would I keep something that's negative? Well, that's called accepting. We're not going to change everything in life. And it's very important to realize, where am I not going to make a difference? Where am I not going to make an investment for change? And Peter Drucker taught me our mission in life is to make a positive difference, not to prove how smart we are and not to prove how right we are. Before you deal with any topic, ask a question. Am I willing at this time to make the investment required to make a positive difference on this topic? The answer is yes, go for it. The answer is no, take a deep breath and let it go. So the wheel of change talks about creating. It talks about preserving, it talks about eliminating, it talks about accepting. All 4 are very important as we plan our journey through life.